David, at the end of the match there, you've gone over to the fans and shook some of the hands as you did at Chorley the other day. What does that say about the importance of that result?
I think it's just a feel around the place. I think that's what the gaffer's said since day one, since I got here. It's all about hard work, and you can see today, you know, I thought we outworked Chorley, and they're probably one of the most hard-working teams in this league. And you know, for lads at this level, we appreciate people coming out and paying hard-earned money. And you know, results haven't really been there the last couple of months, but you can see now that group of lads that's in that changing room are fully behind the gaffer, the assistant manager, and together. And obviously, just going over there, it's just something I think we've got to keep doing, because it's, you know, it shows them that we appreciate the support. Sometimes you see lads walking down a tunnel. We're all football fans ourselves. You know, we follow. You know, I follow Blackburn Rovers, and if I go and watch them and, you know, win, lose, or draw, and they don't come and clap the fans, I think it's out of order, really. So it just shows the dressing room we've got here now, the mentality we've got, that, you know, we're all lads pulling in the right direction. You know, we appreciate the support.
A long overdue win today in many ways. Difficult conditions in terms of the wind and rain. Chorley, traditionally they're a tough team to play against. Was it a day for digging deep, or was it more than that?
I think that's the most pleasing thing, because I've played in this league now for many years, and they're probably one of the most toughest teams to play against, and I thought we outworked them, we outbattled them, we did all the horrible jobs, and that's the good thing to see. The quality was never in question, you know, even since I've been there, like to John Howland, Lowy, Gailey, you know, Samo, Morgs, the quality's there. It was just a case of just getting that mentality of, you know, off the ball, working hard for each other, doing the horrible things. You see today, 2 clean sheets against Chorley, you know, it's some going.
They had some early pressure, then Southport got the goal midway through the half. Did that almost give the team the confidence, the platform to build something? Yeah,
we're a bit nervy early on, but it always was going to be. I mean, I don't know how it looked from the sideline, but the wind was really, really strong, so it was tough. And I thought we dealt with it, after the first 10 minutes, we dealt with it really, really well. And fair play to Morgs, you know, I thought he had a great game today, and you know, he showed a bit of quality to put in the bottom corner, and then that sort of settled us down then, and I thought there was only one team really in it. So.
You mentioned what the past few months have kind of been like. You were one of the first players Kevin Davis brought in. From a player's point of view, how difficult has the past couple of months been in terms of not being able to get this win?
It was difficult, it is difficult, but you've just got to keep going, you've just got to keep believing in the manager, which we have done. The manager's established the squad that he wants now moving forward, he's obviously going to add to that. John's come in, Macca the assistant, I think he's been absolutely brilliant in obviously the methods that he's brought in as well. Training's been a really good tempo, everybody's pulling for each other. And you know, it bodes well, but again, it's one win. We've got to take that into FC United now next Sunday and kick on and really get back to where this team should be with the quality that's in it.
You've been given the captain's armband, you've obviously got experience of this league, of the league above. What's it like for you being the player that's kind of had the team built around them, or one of the players who's had the team built around them?
Yeah, I mean, I think anybody that knows me knows what my game's built on. It's hard work, desire, wear my heart on my sleeve. I'll always do, you know, try and do the basics well. But we necessarily haven't got the quality higher up the pitch, but I'll always keep it simple and keep things moving. But you know, I was in a Halifax team last year which had 11 to 16, 18 lads, all leaders, all winners, and that's the mentality that we're trying to bring here now. Everyone, you know, you might not have the best game on the ball, but in this league you can get by just doing the basics. You know, as you start climbing the ladder, obviously you've got to have some more quality added in there, but you can see we've got that. You know, we have got some good quality players, but it was just a case of buying into doing the horrible stuff. And you see today, lads throwing the body on the line, you know, 2 centre halves, 2 young full backs. You know, it bodes well, it really does. It must be pleasing for a Southport fan to see that today, the mentality of don't think anybody's shirt to tackle, don't think anybody weren't willing to put the body on the line or get on the ball. But you know, I thought it was a good performance all round.
Yeah. It can be a difficult process sometimes rebuilding a team, especially midway through a season, especially when results aren't going well. You've mentioned the supporters there. How important when you're rebuilding a team is that connection with supporters?
Massive, and it's difficult, you know, we all understand that. As I said to you before, we're all football fans, we know when results aren't going well, it's difficult, you know, you maybe sat at home at 1:30 thinking, oh, do I bother today and pay that money? But you know, they were behind us today from minute one, and that's great. You know, we're not going to always win every week, but if they see that desire, that effort, I think as a football fan, that's all you can ever ask. You know, sometimes the quality might not always be there, but if you see that effort, that application for the lads, and you know, the appreciative that, you know, we appreciate them coming out and watching, I think that's all you can ask as a fan. And yeah, they're massive for us, yeah.
So from getting this win now, from the players' point of view, does it seem like a weight's being lifted now getting this win?
It does, yeah, it's a long time coming, and I think for the gaffer more than so, he deserves it, because you know, he doesn't stop. I think he's one of the hardest working people I've come across, and that's with his professional background, but that's what it takes. It just takes that application, and you know, we maybe should have won at Tamworth, we should have won at Boston. There's been games that we've been in where, you know, the pleasing thing for me today is we didn't really look like conceding, certainly second half anyway. So
yeah, just finally, we've got this win now. How important is it now that used as a platform to kick on?
Like I said, you can't get complacent. It's one win. We've done nothing really, but You know, we are underperforming with the quality of the squad that's in there. Hopefully this now is a turning point. I think Boxing Day really was a turning point, because the performance to go there, keep a clean sheet against them, are absolutely flying. But we just got to keep doing the right things in training, taking on board what the manager wants, the assistant manager wants from us, and take it from there really. As I said to you, the quality's there, we just got to keep working hard. And if you're at it every single week in this league, you know, which you've got to be, you've always a chance of getting something.
Brilliant, appreciate that.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, shit.